Hello everybody, hope everybody's having a good day. We are back with the second episode of Dinosaur Resurrection. The old dually's sitting back here just waiting. Today, I couldn't decide which one we were going to do next, but today I think we're going to do the new turbocharger and new manifold. So let's take a look at the stuff we got on the bench and go from there. First things first, this is a judgment-free zone, so don't make fun of my dirty table. It is what it is. I got to use what I got. Got a new cast elbow, new turbocharger, fresh set of multi-layer gaskets for the turbocharger and manifold, and then we have our stock replacement BD heavy-duty manifold. Yeah, looking forward to it because, as you may remember from the last video when we did the overview on this bad girl, she is wrecked. I mean, that is
one big pile of shit.
It doesn't look good. It's really not that difficult. As long as you can get it off from here. I may pull this whole thing off in one unit. I'm not 100% sure yet. Damn cobwebs. I mean, this elbow off here on the charge pipe. Oil drain. There's an oil feed down here. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not that hard. Some of these manifold to turbocharger mounting nuts are kind of difficult to get to sometimes, but we'll figure it out. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what we can do. Got our handy dandy tools here. If I remember correctly, back at the old brace truck days, this should be an 11. Don't look at the screen. I'm new at this. Okay. Let's see what we can make happen here. Okay, got her loose-ish. Oh yeah, we're good. Let's get one more done here. Got that loose enough. All right, so this clamp, yikes, I may have to get me a fresh clamp for that. All right, V-band connection off. Oh my Lord. Okay, well, as bad as we thought. I mean, good God, if you look at that, what do you expect? So, I'm gonna fight to get this other clamp off here, get this elbow out of here, and maybe start working on these. I believe they're 13s. Maybe start working on these, try to get that cast elbow loose. Yeah, we'll just keep on trucking. Gotta be completely honest, that was way harder to get off than what I expected it to be. Probably because it's been sitting here for 7 years, plus the oil and rust on the clamps and all that other stuff. So next thing we're gonna do is remove this oil feed line, and then we'll go down here and disconnect the oil drain. It goes down to the block, and yeah, we're just plugging away. Back after some serious time. You can probably tell by the sun it's been a little while. These were a total pain in the tail. They would not come out. I almost gave up and decided to just cut the exhaust, but I didn't want to have to buy new exhaust. So I waited a minute, tried it again, finally got them off. So that's done. The manifold bolts, as you can expect, were extremely difficult to get out, but none of them stripped, didn't have any issues. It all came out. And we're moving forward. I went ahead and put a bolt here just in case, because I know what's going to happen. This thing, I'm going to take it all out in one piece, and as soon as I take this out, it's going to fall. So I got a couple of bottom ones here that I need to take out, and as soon as I get those out, yeah, I'll probably have Emilia help me, maybe pull this bolt out while I hold on to this.
Am I torquing?
Nope. So let's see if we can't get it out. I started to pull this out, and it tried to fall. What a pain.
You need to reach in there and like hold that?
It's a boxed in, and it's stuck because it's a rusty pile. As soon as it started to fall, I thought, okay, it's happening. You need to add in the office thing that says, it's happening.
My God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
All right, there we go. Got one out. Gasket's falling. Okay, I just need to pull that other one out, and I think she's gonna be ready to go.
That's what she said.
Michael.
This one is getting ready to come out. The only thing holding this up is that bolt. I'm gonna have to maneuver it around. You see this black hose above my left arm that's holding this coolant line?
I'm worried that when you take that out, it's going to fall.
It's already out.
Okay.
All right, now let's do this without killing ourselves. It's not that bad, but not light. Here, use your wrench. Very nice, very nice. All I'm trying to prevent is it like trying to rip that hose off or anything whenever it comes falling out of there.
There you go.
Okay, now you can take it out completely. Okay, now let's try to feed this gigantic. Okay, there's that. Now let's just set it right there. Okay, got it. All right, so we got it all off. Actually, it doesn't look that bad. Not nearly as much oil in here as what I was expecting. Yeah, we're gonna get it cleaned up. We'll start preparing the other one and slap this baby in. So this one's out. As we were saying, this thing's probably 23, 24 years old, and obviously it was time to come out. I mean, turbocharger's never been touched. Manifold, clearly never been touched. Emilia asked me why this thing had multiple pieces and this one has a solid. And for those of you that don't know, the factory ones, these factory manifolds, and I mean, I guess this is the case for almost everything, this is a lot thinner material. And what happens is it gets hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. And over time, that stuff gets brittle and then it cracks and you develop a leak. With this thing, it's a lot thicker. It's like 20 or 25% thicker, I think. It's a more thicker material, so not only is it going to retain the heat more and drive the new turbocharger harder, it has these slip joints in it, so it's not nearly as rigid as what the factory one is. So this thing almost has a little bit of a give. So this thing's not going to flex, it's not going to crack. Also, we got a couple ports here to read EGTs if that's something that we wanted to do. Honestly, haven't really thought about that too much yet. Right now, we're just trying to get this thing on the road and spinning some tires. All new. Screamer turbo, ready to go on. This thing looks way better than the other one. Cool note about the Screamer turbos, these are a 58mm compressor, 70mm turbine. If I remember correctly, the factory turbine size on the stock one is also a 70. Sorry, traffic. But it's the compressor size that's gone up, other internal upgrades, stuff like that. But they've made some serious horsepower gains with this turbocharger. So really looking forward to, I don't know, just how it runs. I mean, it ran okay, but it's obviously a turd. I mean, those things didn't make very much power from factory, but we're just trying to figure out how we want to do. We want to do the manifold first and then start to separate this and then put it all together on there, or put it all on as one piece. We'll see what we decide. Amelia decided that we needed to start the hardware in these gaskets. We're going to do it her way. Let's see how easy it is. Got the bolts somewhat started. Luckily, these multi-layer gaskets got a little bit of ears around this, kind of holds them all together. We're just going to put it up on the cylinder head, get it up on there first. Initially, we were going to do this all at the same time, but I'm starting to realize that, no, not realize, we're just going to try it this way. Oh, it's just going to be heavy and it's all one unit. At least this way we can make sure it's nice and sealed. So let's get the manifold on, let's get it tight, let's just go from there, and then we'll move on to this thing. Once we get it mounted, I mean, there's really only 4 mounting bolts. You got the oil drain and oil feed. I say that drain is always a pain, but we're getting there. We're almost done. Hang in there, dog. That ain't it. What do you think? Go ahead and just put that thing on so it's done?
I guess. I don't know how you put one of these together.
Well, this is where I was going to tap you in and let you do it. I have a better idea. Let's do this. Let's get the bolt in here first. Let's get another one in there. Okay, let's get these started. Torque specs, probably like 3 Ooga Doogas. Thank God that the BD set us up with this, because there was literally no way that we were going to get to reuse that thing again. All right, better follow the constructions. Just make sure. Yeah. Oh my goodness. 31. I don't know. What do you think 31 feels like? This isn't like a major shop operation here. This isn't even shade tree, clearly. Okay, let's move on. Let's clean some of this up. We'll get the manifold up here and see if we can't get it on the manifold and see what happens next. Okay, so what do you think? I'll let you choose. Do we put it all in one piece, or do we do it one at a time? If you do it all in one piece, you can get it all, make sure it's all really tight out here, but it's heavy. And
then you're gonna have to do it all at one time, because once you run the bolts in the gasket and you get one of them screwed in, how are you gonna get the rest screwed in?
I'm not following, but I believe you. There's just a lot happening. There we go. All right. Man, it's just going to be such a pain getting those gaskets and everything lined up. That wasn't that bad. We can do that up there. Yeah. Let's just make sure we get the manifold on there, get the gaskets in there, get a good seal on it, and we'll go from there. All right. That is very hot. Okay. This is going to be very challenging. So we're going to have to get, all right, I'm going to have to just get the hardware and have it over here and ready. So we've decided that we're going to go ahead and set the gaskets on here now, since these gaskets have these like little lips on there. Maybe the bolts won't come out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out. Okay guys, as you can see, some time has passed. Really struggled. Man, I just like the drain was fighting me, and getting this piece on out there on the table, that was fine. Getting these nuts on was, you know, if you've ever done a turbo install, you know that these back ones are difficult to get to. But we finally managed to get it. My God, that thing looks really good. So really the only thing that we lack now, got to get this clamp lined up, get all these tightened. We got this exhaust clamp up here. We run our hardware in. This thing's just about ready to go. I forgot to put oil in this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this feed line off, pull this fitting out, and get some oil down there, spin it around, and just try to get that center section, get some lube in there prior to just firing it off dry. Yeah, looking forward to it. Really excited to see how this thing runs with this new turbo on here. It looks great. Love the powder coat. Definitely better than what was on there, huh?
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the f is that?
All right, let's make it happen. For the sake of following instructions, I was gonna go ahead and put some oil in here. Naturally, I found a little cup to use and it's leaking, so that's great. I don't even know how much to put in here, but I'm just gonna add a little bit. Can't hurt it, right? Let's just hope to God it goes down in there. Seems like it's taking it. Oh boy, we're gonna make a gigantic mess, aren't we? There's one thing I've learned. Nothing ever goes as smooth as it should. Yeah, like I think that was too much, because right now there is oil in the funnel, and I already know what's going to happen as soon as I take this out. Welp.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Oh, let me go grab some brake clean. We're gonna need it. I'm gonna try to just get some paper towels and maybe pile it up underneath it, because you know it's gonna make a mess. Seems like no matter what, you follow instructions, you always run into snags. Every time. See, like that. While I was gone, it's already doing it. Let's just full send, and I'll just pull it out. Just have to clean it up. Right? I don't have much of a choice. You know what I mean? There we go. Yeah, I caught a lot of it. Oh yeah, that's real nice. You guys know better. Not no master technician. This can be done in the driveway. Ugh, there we go. Let's try to clean it up the best we can. You know as well as I do, this thing's gonna smoke for a while until it burns all this off. But I'll try to clean it up the best that we can. That's better than nothing, right? Okay, here we go. Let's get this fitting on here. Let's get it tight. Get it nice and snug. Get our oil feed on here. Okay, I'll get a wrench on that. Then we'll start making our connection down here. Once we get the exhaust on, it's just a matter of getting this bad girl put on here, and we're ready to fire this baby up. Here we go. I needed to be right here, so it was kind of difficult to have this camera set up on this little tripod deal I got. Fought to get these in, but they're in, they're tight. Got the oil in here, tried to clean it up the best we could. Got this tight. This clamp here, finally got it on. As you can see, if I can zoom in a little bit. Bear with me, I'm new. This right here, you know, there's a T in here. And it's supposed to stay within this. The problem is when you turn it, it's spinning inside. So I'm gonna have to get another clamp ordered, but that shouldn't prevent us from being able to start it. So we're gonna fire it up, make sure it's not blowing oil out everywhere, make sure we don't have any major leaks, and we'll see what happens. I can already hear a leak. I think I know where it's at, but we'll look it over and go from there. So I instantly start it and I hear a leak and I'm thinking, well, what could that be? And then I remembered I forgot to put these plugs in. Here we are again. Here I was preaching about following the instructions. I completely missed that. So I'm gonna get those put in and we'll try this again. Okay, got our plugs. Got a little sealant on there. Now I do have an Edge juice with attitude that the guys over at Edge sent me. And we're definitely going to use that and utilize the EGT port, but just not yet. I don't want to get too far ahead here. So just want to get these in here for now. I want to take this thing in steps, you know, kind of have a couple different projects going. I want to get these too tight, but I definitely don't want them leaking. Anyway, what I'm saying is we'll do the Edge thing by itself. And then we can pull one of these plugs out and we can put one of our EGT ports in. There we go. That's pretty good. All right. So we check it again, see if it leaks. Hopefully not, but we'll see what happens. As you can see, it is alive and well. No leaks, nothing major issues going on here. Still need to get this clamp down here fixed. Definitely want to get some fresh hardware to put in here, even though it's going to require us to take it all out and, you know, redo it. But yeah, I'm super excited to finally have this thing on here. Looking forward to get it out on the road and see what kind of difference it made. I'm expecting it to be a powerhouse now. Okay, next up we got some suspension stuff to work on. We got a set of injectors to put in here. I'm thinking the injectors are gonna probably be next, but hit that like button, subscribe if you're not already, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.